Let's play some baseball. Video number 1 of the 30-day challenge. I got a job on Thursday. Pretty cool stuff. I'm working at World of Beer, which is this little bar, tavern. I love it. It's great. It's my first time doing a restaurant service job. It's really fun because I get to interact with customers all the time. I love that. I really love being able to socialize on the job. It's just totally my cup of tea, as the British say. So I'm really having a good time with that job. And it pays pretty well as well. Good stuff. So that's in addition to my internship. We're gonna walk to the park right now. A little bit of a cough. We're gonna walk to the park and I'm gonna film the video. The main topic of the video, which is gonna be about how you can become smarter. Our education today is flawed. You hear people saying this all the time. Our education is flawed, it sucks, we should do what Europe does. Really, it's not about whining. There's nothing really that whining about it will do. But there are ways to actually become smarter, and that's what the video today is about. Some hardcore parkour right here. Oh my god, that was insane. Shit. Wow, there's some hardcore parkour right here too. Hardcore parkour. Alright guys, welcome to day 1 of the 30-day challenge. I'm really having a great time right now. It's a beautiful day outside. Beautiful grass, nature. I can hear the birds chirping away in the background. Today's video is going to be about how you can become smarter. Straight up. You can become a smarter person, and it's not that hard to become smarter. We go about it the wrong way. Our college education system is fundamentally flawed. We go to school for 4 years hoping to get a degree that can land us a great paying job, and we leave with hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. Add on to that the fact that education really doesn't get you as far as it used to. The truth is, there's an article by The Economist, I'll link it below, that I read. And that article basically states that the average household income is around $50,000 per year. Think about that. That is not very much money to be making, especially because everything today is becoming more and more expensive. $50,000 doesn't get you very far. And you really have to pick your profession correctly. You can't just do anything that you want to do nowadays and make money. If you want to become an English major, it's very hard for you to get the same pay as someone who is a STEM major or someone who is a business major. It's just crazy. So our education system is flawed fundamentally. You have to either pick a job that you may not like, but that pays well in today's technology or business society, or you have to just be okay with going to school for 4 years and living in debt, and then not making a satisfying living wage that could provide you with freedom. Freedom is key, especially nowadays. Having a 9-to-5 is great if you love what you do. But if you're just doing it for the money, it can be very, very disappointing, and you can get depressed very easily. Another key thing to remember is that it takes a lot longer now to actually get through school. If you want to make a really, really good income, you have to go to school for a lot longer. You have to get your master's, and a lot of places want a PhD. For example, psychology. I was going to be a psychologist. I really wanted to be a psychologist for a while. I wanted to be a therapist. I wanted to sit down, talk to people. I thought it was the best job. Then I realized that I have to spend another 8 years after college studying it. And at that point in my 20s, I want to get on with my life. I want to be able to have a job, make money, however it is, whether I'm being an entrepreneur or working for someone else. And live my 20s without having to be in school for all of it. And so I made the decision to switch my major because that just to me seemed like insane, right? And a lot of other majors are that way as well. If you really want to make good money as an English major, you should get your PhD in English and then become a professor. I'm not saying that college sucks. College is amazing. College is literally the coolest thing ever. I love it. You get to make some of the best friendships ever. You get to experience new things you never would have experienced otherwise. College is fantastic. But the value of our education is not worth what we're paying for it. That's the bottom line. So there is a solution to this. Instead of investing in college and in learning through academia, invest in learning through books. I have a little backstory on reading. When I was in high school, I would literally only read books if they were assigned to me for my school projects. I would never read voluntarily. I didn't see the value in reading when I was in high school. It was, to me, something that, it was more of a chore. It was something that I just had to do, not something I wanted to do. But then, I remember the exact day that my brain made the shift. I was in the car driving up to my country house, and my mom, she loves reading articles. She's like a huge article maniac. She read an article about Elon Musk and about Tesla and all the crazy stuff Elon Musk is doing. And in the article stated that Elon Musk, when he was a kid, he would read 8 hours a day. Let that sink in. 8 hours a day. That's insane. That's a full-time job of reading and soaking up knowledge. And that's why he's so brilliant. And it's not just Elon Musk that's brilliant because of reading. There's plenty of other successful people that have gotten to where they are because they value reading and investing in their knowledge. Books are not a chore. That reading is not a chore. It's something that you can enjoy because the act of reading, you know that you are getting smarter. You know that you are learning something new that can help you achieve your goals, your ultimate goal in the future. So my ultimate goal is to become financially independent. And by that I mean free from working a 9 to 5 as well. So financially independent to me means being able to have time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom at the same time. To some other people, it might be different, and that's totally fine. Whatever it means to you is whatever it means to you. But to me, I want to be able to travel the world, work anywhere in the world, and be able to sustain myself. And that's my goal. That's my ultimate goal within the next 5-6 years. So in order for me to do that, I have to learn a lot of different things. I have to learn internet marketing. I have to learn how to brand myself. I have to learn what makes things popular, what makes things go viral. And for that to happen, I have to read. I have to invest in myself and in my knowledge. You could, in essence, get a college education from reading. Straight up. Straight up. You can get a college education from reading. I truly believe that. Because there's things I've learned in books that I would never in a million years learn in college. So I'm reading a book by Malcolm Gladwell called The Tipping Point. And it's a really interesting book about why things go viral or why epidemics happen. And how it's there's a little tiny phenomena, a little tiny point in time that causes things to go over the edge and tip into becoming viral. And up until that point, whatever it is that becomes viral is not even known or not significant. So it's about that little tiny time where it becomes all of a sudden viral. And this book talks about 3 different types of people. People who are connectors, who are social, people who have information, and people who are salesmen. And I've never learned about this in college. I'm learning about advertising, and I've never learned about the tipping point or about these 3 types of people that help epidemics happen and grow. And I never will. There's no classes on this type of stuff, but this is really useful information for me, because if I want to be an internet marketer, I want my brand to be able to grow super, super quickly. And this book is teaching me basically how to go about that. It's teaching me the fundamentals of what makes things go viral. So for me, that's super useful. And it's more useful than any class that I've taken in college. If you look at books as a tool, as something that gets you learning something that is smarter, as a tool for knowledge, as a tool for growing your wealth, as a tool for growing your happiness, as a tool for learning about certain things that are going to help you achieve your goals. If you think of them as a tool, you're a lot more likely to get to that point, because you're now reading not for pleasure, which I love reading for pleasure. Reading for pleasure is also great, but I also love learning and becoming smarter. And I use books as a tool to achieve that goal. Invest in books and in reading, because reading is the number one way to learn, in my opinion. The number one way to learn is to read. And books cost anywhere from $3 to $15. So your investment in a book is like the best investment you can make, because you might learn something in a book you'll never learn in college that will change your life 100%. Straight up. I've read books that completely changed the way I think about the world, and they were $5. It's like, what? That's value for your money. Anyway, that's the video for the day. Tomorrow starts Monday, the week. It's going to be hectic trying to fit a video in, but that's part of the challenge. You know, I wake up at 5:30 a.m., go to my internship, then go straight to my job at World of Beer, serving. Then, by the time I'm done with that, it's 11 p.m., so it's going to be hard to fit a video in. But I will do it, because that's part of the goddamn challenge. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Read. Yeah. Invest in yourself and your knowledge. If you want to read books, do parkour as well. They're not related at all, but parkour just makes you feel really free and happy inside. I might make a video on parkour. I broke my wrist when I was a kid doing parkour, and I really haven't done it at all ever again, but it's so much fun. So I recommend, in addition to reading every day, try and do some hardcore parkour every day. You'll enjoy it.